Hi everyone, my name is Mahima Saraswat. I'm an artist and an art educator. I've been teaching art to students from last 5 years and I enjoy my work and spending time with them. You see, learning and teaching are two different things, but what's common in them is the way we make art, how we create art, the process of making art. And with respect to the theme of this video, meanings and medium in artist perspective, it's very important to understand how two things balance out each other, because without meaning you cannot create an art, and without medium you cannot execute the artwork. So here I am to talk about my artwork and my modus operandi, that is how I do art and how I make art. So I'll begin first with discussing oil paintings, in which I started working earlier, and then later I moved to acrylic paints, and then right now I sometimes works with photography as well. So the first work which I did in oil paint was for 30 by 40 inch. You can see the image, and the title of this painting was Self and Society. So I wanted to show the helpless nature of humans, and that we all are moving in one direction and we're not making any change. We're not reflecting back and looking, carefully in our surroundings and within ourselves. So to achieve that, I break the canvas into half by giving perspective and showing humans on both sides in a ghastly and vapid manner, as if they are unwell. But there's still hope, and in order to show that hope, I made the lamp in the center, because it's only if we want to feel good and alive, we need to move towards the light, we need to make the change. So the lamp shows a ray of hope, and yes. So with oil painting, I realized that it has a blending quality and it dries very slow. So while I was doing this work, I made mistakes, but I was able to correct it. But if I have done it in any other medium, it would have been very difficult for me to rectify those mistakes. So yes, and the next work is one of the big works which I have done, and it shows my transition from my first work to my seventh or eighth work. So it's 30 by 70 inches in size, and it shows a live figure of a labor girl, real life labor girl, which I encountered. And what amazed me about her, that she was wearing gum boots and an orange suit, holding a Pepsi bottle, and she tied her hair in a very fancy fashionable manner. That really intrigued me, that while she's worker, she's digging, spreading cement on the floor, but she was happy within herself. And that is very rare to see, in people who are living below poverty. So in this work, my teacher really helped me, and the difference in this work from the first work which I showed you is that the background is very misty, or you can say there is a mystique in that background. It's not flat, and the clothes which the girl was wearing, it was a bright orange suit. So I used orange, cadmium orange, and I used it on the canvas. The effect came really well, and I mixed somewhere a little red to show the 3D and depth in that. And I didn't try to show the entire figure. I skipped the foot. I just wanted to show that partially, that she's wearing gum boots. So what's interesting in this work, that I made an actual life figure, proper used skin tones, and with oil it comes very good. It comes really good, and the background and the way the form of the figure is very, there's a movement in it. And what's interesting is that the Pepsi bottle, which I think which can mean anything to other people, but for me it symbolized that hope and desire which people have in them. And with oil painting it came out really well. And I think oil painting gives a lot of depth. It makes your work look very serious, not flashy and gaudy. Though I was using orange and grey at the same time, but there was still a harmony in in the painting. And I think that comes with practice, and comes how you treat oil paint, how you apply the oil paint. So these are the two very important oil painting works which I've done. And uh, I feel I have a good grip on oil painting after that work. So the next two works which you're going to see are done in acrylic colors. And I was introduced to acrylic colors when I started working in school. For a year I worked in acrylic colors because there's always demand of props and composition and paintings, and you are there in school, so you have to do it then and there. With oil colors it's not possible. So acrylic is a very fast medium, it dry very fast and it gives quick results and good coverage. And it has a very it has its own gloss and shine, so which is required in school, because the atmosphere is very lively and there are children's around, so it gives that effect. So I realized, like, why not try it, giving it a contemporary flair, incorporate it in my artwork. And from a very long time I was thinking of using miniature painting. So I thought, let's club both things and make an artwork out of it, and let's see how it looks. So what I did, I got 20 by 20 size of canvas, and I used geometrical shape of circles and squares, and I made female miniature figures, female figures. And I maintained the manner of miniature figures, using the exact size of the shape, the clothes, the plants, and the landscape of the miniature painting, how the trees are made in the miniature, everything is same. The color treatment I kept it same, with the help of acrylic colors. You can use thick acrylic colors, and you can dilute the color by mixing water or turpentine, and can get whatever effect you want from it. So that came out really well. And this space which I was left, I used flat colors which gave good coverage to the canvas. Also it make the canvas look more complete. So what I've been doing from the beginning, that I don't like too many elements in the paintings I do. I like to maintain a balance, and there's a lot of layers and structures in my work, one step after another, not like I just go and make something in one flow. I do it very strategically, so in that way the result come out very good. So these two works are one of the works which look very commercial in terms of art. They are not like modern or art, very artsy, but they look very commercial. They look more sellable sort of work. So I displayed them this year at the HT Media Fest, and the response came very good. And that gave me gave me opportunity to even compare my work, what further improvements I can do into my painting using acrylic colors. And after that, I do mobile photography a lot. I have an iPhone 7 Plus, and from the same phone I'm making this video right now. And the filters are very good, especially the black and white filter Noir. So I take a lot of pictures, in different filters. But Noir is my favorite one, because it somehow give depth to the image. It just makes it feel more important and make it look more serious. So I went for a trip to Phuket, and there's this these Bangla street is there in Phuket, and you see it all drag queens, and these music houses there people are walking dressed up in certain outfits. So that made me really curious. So there was this group of drag queens who were standing on the street, and they were like, for 100 baht you can take the picture. So very discreetly I took a picture, and I wanted to capture the moment. and with the filter and with the phone it came out really well. I sent these work to for an exhibition and they got selected. So in 2019 February I displayed these two works, and the responses were very good and the pictures came out really well. And with black and white I feel the gaze become very, of a seeking type. When you look at a black and white picture, you look as if you're seeking something, and the images looks very mysterious, you constantly feel pulled towards them. So here again also, I could have used a colored picture, but the impact would have not come. But only using a black and white filter gave that effect. So again, meaning and medium both go in hand, and both are deficit without each other. So you have a very good concept, but you don't have the right means, so you not use the right means to portray it, so the impact would not come. And I think as an artist you need to feel good about your work, so it's very important to choose the right kind of medium. So I will conclude this video with 3 points which I feel are very important. First is, if you're a student, then experiment a lot with mediums. This will give you a good grip over the technical know-how of mediums, how they work, and which medium will work with you, with your concept. Second is, if you're an artist, then medium is a selling point for potential buyers and collectors, because they look for signature style, certain body of work, unique techniques, that which determines the value and goodwill of an artwork. Third is, this is what my professor told me when I was in college, that think really hard and thorough about the impact you want to create with your artwork, because that is going to decide where your artwork stands, or uh, the value of your artwork. So these 3 points are interlinked, and once you know the grammar of the mediums, then you will be able to convey the meaning. Your art will appear more effective and impactful. So in the end, I want to thank Nirmoy and Abhijana Museum for giving me this opportunity to speak about my artwork. And by making this video I become more reflective on my work, and it has given me a new insight and direction which will I use further in my work. So thank you so much. I hope everybody is